Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Maggie Mae. Join us as we follow the moon. Today, come along with us as we explore South Padre Island. We are here in the southernmost part of Texas, out here on the Strand, and we want to show you what a beautiful area South Padre Island is.
Come along.
Now, to get to South Padre Island, you go across the Queen Isabella Bridge. And if you've seen our video on Port Isabel, this is what connects Port Isabel to South Padre Island. We did speed this footage up because it's a big bridge.
It is.
But you get some beautiful views as you come up here to the crest of it at the high rises on South Padre. Now, South Padre, Cathy, you were telling me, was originally a reef that came up out of the water, was
Yes.
it 4,500 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
So, at one point, Port Isabel would have been on the actual coastline.
That's right.
And this is like the one-way in and the one-way out of South Padre. The island goes just a short ways to the south, and as you go up to the north, you'll see the dunes. And this is called the end of the road. This is the northernmost part, I would say probably from the bridge, maybe 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah.
And that takes you up to the very northern part of the road.
And they say these dunes, of course, with the wind change and the water and all, that road, it changes back and forth on the road constantly. You do have the green stuff growing on the left there that kind of holds it in a little bit, but it's a very fragile environment.
Now, from what we saw, all of the beaches in South Padre are pet friendly, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I know ours enjoyed it.
She sure did.
She loves it.
She does.
And it's a big, wide beach going over towards the Atlantic. Or, I'm sorry, towards the Gulf.
Yeah, towards the Gulf, that's right.
I'm used to looking east and always seeing the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Now you'll see these dunes up here, and at the edge of the dunes, you can see the water between Port Isabel and South Padre Island. And those dunes will just drop off to nothing.
Yeah.
Quite a few people come out, just park along the end of the State Park Road there. And that is State Park Road. There is the end of it. That's as far north as you can go. But Maggie found she liked these little tide pools where it wasn't the heavy waves coming in. She could just wade through it. You can drive along the edge of the water, and we did see horses.
Mm-hmm. You can go on a horseback riding. You can rent horses.
This area is called Shell Beach, and I have never seen so many whole, perfect shells in my life. Yeah. We just about had a Lucille Ball moment out there with all those shells. So now we're coming back south, back towards the main part of South Padre Island, and you'll start to see the dunes go away and go to more wetlands and some grasslands as you come back in towards the main part of the island.
Yeah.
And one of the first things as you're coming back south into the main part of the island is there's a huge convention center that's either undergoing renovation or it's just being completed, I'm not sure which. And right there at its parking lot is this Laguna Madre Nature Trail. This again is one of those freebies, as was all the drive up to north to the sand dunes. But this area is really, really a must-see if you are into a really nice nature walk. It takes you through several different types of areas. You've got the wetlands, the scrub, and there's signs along to show you the different birds as well as the other animals that you can see out there. That little island was covered in pink spoonbills.
Yes, they are so beautiful.
And if you'll notice that there is some larger buildings and everything to the one side. It's an electrical power plant. They wanted to work on this project along with the city to make this green space. You can see there where the water is so shallow, the ducks are stirring all that silt up in it just as they swim by. But yeah, you can see that over in the distance, and they were a major help in getting this project off the ground. Now, there's a place where the boardwalk splits, and we went down the one direction. We're going to come back now and start going the other one. And this one was kind of a treat because rather than just going through the scrub and the wetlands, it actually went out over the water. And
what a view.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The vegetation is beautiful, and parts of it are blooming. This is shot just right around Christmas time, and parts of it are still blooming this time of the year. I can just imagine the spring, how beautiful it's got to be.
Yep.
There you can see the convention center off in the distance.
Strange little plants.
Oh, I know.
Grow by the
I don't know if those become fern or what they are. But the boardwalk was great. It definitely would be handicapped accessible. This is out over the water, and you can see the fish jumping every now and then.
Especially when the tides are high.
Mm-hmm. But we were moving on, so...
You could not come out here without these boardwalks.
Oh, I know.
You just couldn't walk through all that.
It's also nice that you get to see what the shoreline looks like, which you wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
That's right.
Now from there, we're going to continue driving on down through the main road 100, back down south. And you'll notice all of these vehicles parked over here on the left, those are all available for rent. There's... You name it. There's slingshots, there's quads, there's everything.
Golf carts too.
And beach shops everywhere. I think that was the one that every one of those little windows around the top had a surfboard in it, all the way around.
This is such a fun area.
It is. We've kind of likened it to a Daytona Beach type area.
Absolutely.
It reminds us a lot of that. But yeah, little beach shops everywhere. Right down in the middle of the downtown, they've built this Laguna Blvd boardwalk, which is a nice little community space. They actually have the USS Independence, 2 of its propellers on display there in the park. When the ship was scrapped, they were able to get those. Also, right in that same area is Gravity Park. And Gravity Park, by day, looks like almost an abandoned amusement park, but at night, it's lit up and it's active. It is really neat to see it at night.
Yep.
Now, from the boardwalk, this is your view. And we showed you the nighttime shots there at Gravity Park. We got there, spent the day, and going towards evening, the sun started to go down. And this is looking back towards the mainland of Texas, looking towards the west. And the sun was up there above those clouds and just left a little bit of a peak for the sun to shine through at the bottom.
And it didn't disappoint.
It did not. The sunset was pretty spectacular.
Yes, it was. But the birds all left. They're going, the sun's going down. It's time to go to bed.
That's right. All the pelicans were gone.
Yep.
Definitely a fun spot to go to.
Absolutely.
And this is the area right here where the Christmas boat parade was too.
Yep.
So Kathy, what did you think about our time at South Padre Island?
This has been so fun. It really is just a blast.
It's a really neat, relaxing area. There's lots to see and do. There's a lot of activities planned on weekends and special events, and there's always something going on here.
And it's so beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
So with that, if you've enjoyed the video today, leave us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. And as the video goes off, you'll see a button pop up in this corner. Click on that button. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, ring the notification bell. That way you'll know when all of our videos come out.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.